Do you just hear and see how chaotic Manila roads are? People stop practically anywhere, people drive really fast, and apparently traffic enforcers and stoplights are but suggestions to the drivers in here. So when you're driving in Manila or anywhere else in the Philippines, you always have to make sure that you are always protected. And how do you do that? You need to have a proper dash cam and a good dash cam at it. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at two dash cams, which I found to be about comparable in price, and see just how good this one particular dash cam among these two really is. You want 560 degrees of full protection for your vehicle. Well, in the past, to do something like that or something similar to that, well, you can't really do it because you'd only have a front and rear camera, such as what you would get with this DDPAI Z60 Dual. It will have a 4K front camera and a 1080p rear camera, but of course, you will still have some blind spots over there. But now there's a new camera which I found, and it is this one right here, the Botslab G980H. So this is actually a multi-channel dash cam. This front camera shoots 4K. So you're gonna ask me, where are the rest of the angles? Well, it comes in the form of this magnetic modular camera that bolts on. Not even a bolt, it's just magnetic, and it clips on towards the side. So okay, you're still missing the other one. Well, don't worry, because it also comes with that one. So now with all of these three cameras mounted, your front camera will actually only shoot 3K, but if you wanted to shoot in 4K, you simply remove one. It's that simple. And yes, it also does come with a 1080p rear camera. So what exactly are these side cameras for? Well, you can actually tilt them. Not only does it eliminate the blind spot, but for example, if you have an enforcer who's coming to your window, you can simply tilt it towards them. So that is pretty cool. Again, this is a 3 to 4 channel dash cam that is so much better compared to what you would get with a 2-channel setup. And apparently it also even comes with a 128 gig micro SD card, which is apparently also very expensive now at around 3.7K PHP. So in this video, let's do like a mild comparison of these two, but I want to focus more on this Botslab G980H. So this is my Toyota Fortuner, and this is going to be the guinea pig car. We've installed the two dash cams inside. Let me show you on the inside. Here we go now with both of the dash cams mounted inside the Toyota Fortuner. As you can see, we have the Botslab G980H mounted on top and the DDPAI Z60 Dual mounted below it. They are more or less getting the same field of view, so we can make a more proper comparison. But first, I want you to focus on the Botslab one. Remember, there's 3 cameras here by the front, right? So this is detachable, just like that. It's very easy. And you can also do the same for the other side too. You can also remove that. And you can also easily just twist this to get the perfect angle that you want. Again, as I mentioned earlier, right now this is capturing directly to my side. But for example, if a police enforcer, traffic enforcer would like to do some kotong, some illegal bribery stuff that you don't want to do, you can always just move it a little bit and point it directly at him, capturing every single bit of his face and maybe even his name tag. So that's something that you can't really do with the DDPAI. And now the screen setup right here, it's a more horizontal screen setup for the Botslab, so it's not something that we're really used to looking at. However, you have all 4 channels available immediately. So you have your front camera, your left camera, your right camera, and your rear camera too. You can all see it in one screen. But if you go to the DDPAI one, it's a more usable screen setup. This is what we're more used to seeing traditionally. However, you have to remember that you can only see 1 channel at a time, and that overall you only have 2 channels right here. So only front, and you also have the back. So yeah, there's really a lot of blind spots right here, and you can't really point it towards a traffic enforcer, for example. So honestly, even before the installation you saw right here with the hardwire kit and all of that, we've actually been able to test out these dash cams already for the past couple of days. And here's the main difference that we saw during night driving. You see, these 2 cameras are actually quite clear. Even if you zoom into like those license plates, because you have enhanced night vision, you can really see them at nighttime. Even those motorcycle plates, they are still quite clear. Now, for the rear camera, they are very much comparable. And even for the front camera, I would say they are quite comparable too in terms of quality. But the main difference and the biggest advantage of the Botslab G980H compared to the DDPAI one is that these two side cameras, which again you can point towards your interior, actually have an infrared night vision type of camera to it. So you know, one of those night vision goggles, it kind of looks like that. So even if it is pitch black inside your cabin, you can still see out of it. Meanwhile, for the DDPAI Z60, well, you don't really get interior cameras, so yeah, there's that. You won't see anything. So over the past few days too, there's another feature that I enjoyed with both of these dash cams. They actually both have a voice command function, but for some reason, the voice command function with the Botslab one, it's a little bit more intuitive. So for example, when I say, take photo, this one, the Botslab one, took a photo, but the DDPAI one shoots a video recording. So, that is just quite weird. But if I say like, actually capture video, then, you know, that's a time that these ones will actually capture normal video. So since we do have the hardwire kit installed in the Toyota Fortuner for the Botslab G980H, there's a very cool 24/7 parking surveillance function. So with this one, you actually have what they call sentry mode. So if it detects movement within 5 meters of your vehicle, it will automatically record. That way, if there's some sketchy people doing some sketchy things, you have evidence of what they're doing right there or what they do to your vehicle. It also has a time-lapse function wherein it will continuously record at 1 FPS throughout the night while your car is parked. And finally, there's also the collision detection. So if someone hits your car, for example, the Botslab Dashcam will automatically take a video, and since this is considered like an emergency video, it will be protected from being deleted from loop recording. So yeah, I think that's a very good function to have. The next thing I want to talk about is GPS functions. So in terms of GPS functions, they're very similar. I mean, they both have a GPS on it, so yeah, there's not really much to cover on that. They are the same. However, the next one is the super capacitor design. You see, in some of the dash cams, especially cheaper dash cams, instead of having a capacitor on board, what you have instead is a battery, and that would be usually prone to bloating. Why is there a battery in your dash cam? Well, after you power off your vehicle, just to make sure that all functions are still working properly, it's like a UPS system. Your dash cam would actually stay on for just a couple of seconds. So the issues with batteries is that over time they degrade, they bloat with heat, but with a super capacitor design, those will not. So you have a super capacitor for both the Botslab and the DDPAI. So from negative 20 degrees Celsius to over 70 degrees Celsius, you'll be perfectly fine. Both dash cams will supposedly be fine. However, what I've found is that the DDPAI seems to overheat a little bit too often. So during our shoots with this one, it actually keeps turning off once in a while once it gets too hot. Meanwhile, the Botslab, it's taking the Philippine heat like a champ. Now let's talk about Wi-Fi transfer speed. So some other dash cams, especially the more affordable ones, they come with the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So that's going to be a lot slower. But these dash cams, they actually use 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So it's up to 300% quicker than 2.4 gigahertz. But the main difference is that the Botslab one actually uses a 5.8 gigahertz, while the DDPAI ones just uses a regular 5 gigahertz. So what exactly is the difference? Well, technically they are both classified as 5 gigahertz, but since the lower end of the 5 gigahertz band is a little bit more crowded, there's more interference that could be possible, and technically it could also be slightly slower if there's some interference. Meanwhile, the upper end of that subband, the 5.8 gigahertz, will not suffer from that. Also, when it comes to app use, both are honestly pretty easy to use, the Botslab app and the DDPAI app. But the Botslab app, what I like about it is that it's actually the same app you would use just in case you have other Botslab products for your home, like a home CCTV or a home camera. So yeah, you can see and download everything from that app alone, which you can't do with the DDPAI app, which is quite exclusive to dashcams only. So after testing out both of these dashcams for the past couple of days, I realized that they are honestly both very capable dashcams, shooting 4K for the front, 1080p for the rear. But overall, I still do find that these older, more traditional setups with its dual front and rear cameras isn't exactly the best. Well, why is that so? Well, first of all, the price, they're about the same. So there's really no point in just getting a 2-channel if you can get a 3 or 4-channel for the same price. And with this Botslab G980H, you can see everything. And now, why exactly is this important? Well, imagine this. Number one, if a traffic enforcer is trying to extort your ass for bribes, with the interior cameras of this one, with the side cameras of the Botslab, you will be able to capture that. Second, if you're an Uber driver or a Grab driver or whatever ride-hailing driver or taxi driver, and just in case your customer, your passenger complains that you did something wrong, well, now you have proof that you didn't. And even if your interior is pitch black, because the Botslab's side cameras have that infrared night vision thing, it will still capture it. So if you want to be always protected on the road, then I think a multi-channel dashcam, such as the Botslab one, is a very good investment. And if you want to purchase one of these two dashcams, well, I'll just put the links down below there in the description.